let's talk about another quarterback who's in the draft this year and is an Ohio State. Well, I guess he would be an Ohio State Buckeye alum at some point if he hadn't already graduated. In Justin Fields, where do you think Justin Fields will go in this year's draft, considering that there's so much swirling around his work ethics, his ability to be an NFL quarterback, just all the unnecessary chatter that's going on before the draft?
Yeah, everything going on around him, and it's so weird when we have all this time to evaluate quarterbacks throughout the season. And when we saw what Justin Fields did when he first came in and transferred to Ohio State. He pretty much exceeded all the expectations that were placed on him his first year starting. And then this past year, maybe had a few hiccups, but you have so much time to evaluate him. It's like people come up with things to try to make a knock on the guy. I don't believe any of the nonsense and the noise going on saying how he's not a hard worker, he can't pick up offenses. There's been a lot of documented stuff to show how intelligent this guy is, and we all know how athletic he is and how he can throw the ball and run and do it, everything. So I'm not sure where he goes, though, just because I don't believe anything that's being said by any team that's out there right now before the draft. There's so much swirling around. There's so many rumors, who's going to go where. It's going to be a very exciting draft. I just have a hard time believing any of the information that is being put out right now because I don't think anybody really knows, and I think the people that do are only telling one or two people that they work with. But I definitely think Justin Fields goes high, and I think, especially in the right system, he can be an absolute superstar.
AJ, Mel Kiper Jr. came out with his latest mock draft yesterday, and he projected a trade with the Patriots moving up from 15 to 10 to take Justin Fields. I wanted to ask you, since you're close to the program, where do you think the best fit for Justin Fields would be in the NFL?
Well, New England wouldn't be a bad fit, I feel like. You get to play for McDaniels and Bill Belichick, and with all the pieces that New England has brought on throughout this free agency period, I think that's a very intriguing fit when you sit there and you think about it and you look at it. And, oh, by the way, they got Cam Newton that could kind of mentor you as well throughout the year. I think New England's an intriguing spot. Man, I think even Atlanta, it gets me a little bit curious of what Justin Fields would look like if he was down there behind Matt Ryan for a little bit. And, man, other than that, anywhere he goes, I just think he needs to make sure whoever is calling the plays, whoever is the offensive coordinator, and I say it all the time, the offensive coordinator, whoever calls the offense, is the most important job on that coaching staff. I mean, other than the head coach, yeah, he has to set the culture and do everything, but that OC can directly dictate what that team looks like and what that offense can do. And I think a guy like Justin Fields, any young rookie quarterback, there has to be a lot of pieces in place for you to be successful. So I just think he needs to have a nice, solid play caller that's very creative and will use all of his athleticism and everything that he can do and put him in the best position to make plays.
Falcons would be interesting. Obviously, he started his career at Georgia, grew up in the state of Georgia. That would be quite a homecoming. And as AJ said, that's a team that's going to need a QB pretty soon. Great analysis inside the Packers and the Buckeyes and the next host of Jeopardy. AJ, thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.